are right here in Fairbanks at the finish line of the Yukon Quest 2019. Last year we got the privilege of being here where they started the race, but this time we get to see
the finish
line, and we get to see the first musher that arrives here in Fairbanks, and we get to be part of welcoming him. So we're excited to bring you guys along and show you guys what it's like to mush here in Alaska. And yeah, so I guess we better see what's going on around here. So we got to go behind the lines and check this out. If I can get it up. Officially pressed. So we're right there at the finish line. Check that out. With all the media, so we get to have first-hand interviews with the first musher that comes in, Brent Sass. So super excited.
He is our 2019 champion! And now it's treats for the dog. What are they getting, Brent? Steaks. Steaks. The dog's getting woo-hoo. Hey there, people on the Yukon Quest. Oh my gosh.
Be competitive. We did all three of those goals.
Are these all new guys? Tell us about them.
And what are we doing, Dad, right now? But they never told me how we attack.
I'll never forget the moment that I looked Jason in the eye and you could see the desperation in my eyes, and he said, "No one's left Central." And I just like, I passed out basically. I was like, oh my God. It's all run there.
This is a whole new, this is the future. I mean, that's the beautiful part about it. It's getting started right now. So, yeah. Everyone knows I like to, give a high and a low, and after Joey passed away, I bought Jeep from Pam and said, "You're going to be a distance dog." And trained him for 2 seasons, and he was phenomenal. I mean, he led 400 or 500 miles of the race. He led over American Summit in a windstorm. He brought the speed up when we needed it. He was phenomenal. And so this race is really, I mean, I know Joey's spirit was out there with me the whole way and smiling down. So Joey Reddington, one of my best mentors ever. Yeah, thank you all.
Jeep, you ready? Are you guys ready? Let's go. Everybody's ready?
Okay, guys.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's been all right.
Talk to your grandma and
I'm getting
okay. Yep, thank you. Yep.
We're gonna take care of
Stinks, just that way.
We're just about to have our second place finisher in. Hans Gott. Come on, babies, come on. On the way,
Oh.
Congratulations! Second place. Yay!
You got him, Alex?
Hans Gott, 4-time champion. We're in Denver, 2 o'clock tonight. Every year, and everything is all in order. Once
So we made it to the Two Rivers checkpoint. They have an 8-hour mandatory stop here. It's actually the last stop before they get to head all the way into Fairbanks. So we get access to go to the dog yard. So we're super excited to see them. One of them is here, and the other one is arriving shortly. So we got to welcome another musher here at Two Rivers, and the vet is checking them out, and we are hoping to be able to get a little sneak peek into the little cabin where the mushers get to go inside, warm up, and get a little bit of food. And I think they have cots in there, so hopefully we get just a little bit of sneak peek. So let's see. So this right here is the cabin that the mushers get to warm up, have a dinner, and then they're getting back ready for the race. But the cool part is that they actually care more about the dogs and them getting rest, and the mushers really don't get any rest at all. They prepare the dinner for the dogs, they make sure that they're taken care of by the vet, and just make sure that they're health-wise good to go and get their rest, and they really don't get much rest at all. But at least it's a nice place to warm up and to have some warm meal, and maybe just lay down for a couple of hours before they're ready to get going again, because once their time is up waiting here, they start whatever time of the day it is. We don't get to go in because there's some resting, so, but I can show you guys from outside. So we just got home. It is 7 o'clock at night. We have been running around since 1 o'clock in the morning in order to be able to get the first mushers coming in, and just getting you to the Two Rivers checkpoint and showing you guys just the behind the scenes things that go on there. And we are so exhausted, tired, frozen. Probably not as frozen as the people out there, but we were just taking care of the dogs, making some dinner. Then Hendrik and Lily are checking on the chickens and getting all the eggs. We just talked to Steve. We're excited that he's coming back Wednesday. And yeah, I think we're just gonna call it an early night. But one of the things that I just really wanted to say is how much those dogs doing the races are cared for. We would like to thank the Yukon Quest for being an amazing, supportive organization that allows us to be able to capture these moments, be part of it. All the incredible volunteers that work day in, day out for these entire 1.5 weeks, well, and before the event ever even starts. I'd love to thank for those people that allowed us to come behind the scenes, to be able to be right there in the shoot when the dogs arrived. The first musher, Brent Sass, that was an incredible opportunity. And the behind the scenes at Two River and just the information they gave us. But one of the things that when we were at Two Rivers that I absolutely loved is that when we saw the team coming in to the checkpoint, which is a mandatory checkpoint, my arm is hurting. They have to stay there for 8 hours in order to get rest. But what I saw was that the musher, the first thing they did is they jumped off their sled, they rubbed and loved on each one of the dogs. Then there was another team that welcomed the dogs and petted them and rubbed them and made sure that they're okay. Then there was instantly a vet that came alongside checking each one of the dogs. Then the musher made them dinner, a warm meal, and gave that to the dogs, gave them straw to lay in, and just kept on loving on them. And that is before they ever did anything for themselves. Yeah, I think now we're calling it a night, and I think we're gonna say goodbye until we head on our next adventure. So thank you for experiencing Alaska and life in Alaska with us. Bye.